What's going on? All right, hold on. Because it went live and then it stopped. Audio or video not available. What is going on? Yeah, let's go ahead and
I'm watching an ad, so let's see. There should be something.
There's an ad on this one too. Put this up for a second here.
Yep, there we go.
Can you see us?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everyone. The phone disconnected for a second, and now we're back. Let's make sure that our phone is established. There we go. You can see Joe right there. Awesome. All right. Go ahead.
All right, well, welcome to the Joy of Building. I am Joe. I'm a master packager of build sets, and I'm angsty and have bad dance moves.
I'm Steven, and I like watches.
That's a nice watch, Steven. Tell me about that watch. What kind of watch is that?
This is a Casio Illuminator WR, which means water resistant.
Whoa!
It's in the candy red color, which is an extra $2 on Amazon.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I know.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I just love watches.
That's unfortunate.
Anyway.
Anyway, I'm Daniel in all reality.
Yes, and I am actually Mark, Steven's brother. So we're going to do the Joy of Building. Both Steven and Joe are gone.
Yes, that's right. So let's catch up on some comments here real quick.
Sorry about the technical difficulties. We actually hit the live button right on time, and then it disconnected. And I had an error message on the screen and everything, so we got it back going. It's going
Yeah,
now.
something a little weird. Marvel Kid is in the chat. Hello, Marvel Kid. He says, Daniel has a tag on his hat sticking up. Well, yeah, that's because I don't own this, and I pulled it off the shelf to impersonate Joe.
I think that from the thumbnail, you looked really, convincingly
Yeah, that's the
Joe.
total Joe pose there.
Exactly, with the hoodie.
Brick Mom VA says, nice Joe impersonation, Daniel. Yeah, she picked up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Grumpy J. Wait, that's not Joe. Excuse me while I find my glasses.
Exactly.
Morgan says, poor Mark and his Star Wars Advent Calendar collection. Yes, they were sold out from under him.
they were right over there, and they're gone now. So somebody is enjoying them somewhere at some point soon.
I believe it was Robert Maynard that ended up
Robert got them?
Those. Yes.
He got the whole collection.
Robert purchased all of those. So careful what else you have in your office.
A video on that subject will be coming out Tuesday morning. So.
Grumpy J said he's going to walk in one day and his whole office will be gone.
It'll just be a bare room. You'll have to auction the entire studio and the lights and everything.
Yeah, no kidding.
You and my giant Grogu.
Morgan says, whatnot is dangerous. Yeah, it is. That can be a risky thing to get into, but after a while you should set some boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. A little self-control goes a long way, but it makes it harder when you're on an auction and there's fun stuff.
And they're so entertaining. Like, I was nervous for my first one, but I think we'll have a lot of fun with those going forward. So.
It's definitely going to become a regular thing here, we think. So.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to walk us through the sets we got to choose from here?
Yeah, so the poll was Ghostbusters, Chima, and Mark's Choice, which is...
Parentheses Chima?
Exactly. I think it had that on there. And so it was, Joe was really trying to make sure that we had a miserable time today. I have no idea why. This is his show. He's ruining his own ratings for next week. But so we have several Chima options. I think, actually, looking at this one on the table, this has sealed bags in it, so we might have to pick out a different one.
Oh, that one may be out of the lineup then.
Yeah, because that one, it doesn't say certified complete, just it looks like it's sealed in a plastic bag.
All right,
I thought it was
Chima out of the running.
Yeah, Chima's out. No, we got a
Joe said, shame, Daniel, trying to be cool like me. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Joe does say that a lot if you watch the videos.
He says it so much. It drives me crazy.
If only we could put a supercut of all the times Joe has said that's unfortunate. Probably several minutes.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, it would be so long.
We're gonna roast Joe and Steven the entire evening if you haven't guessed that already. So we have our 3 sets here and we're ready to begin voting soon. Not yet. Don't go crazy in the chat. We got to talk about the 3 sets. We've got an extra night. This is Mark's Choice. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to watch me build next nights on the Joy Building This is the only time this is gonna happen, okay? This is your last opportunity in this mortal realm to see me build Nixonites live on our channel. So that is one of the options. The other one was Ghostbusters, which had like 59 or 60% of the vote on the...
I voted for Ghostbusters. I know that much.
I voted for Chima just for, there's several Chima options. Anyway, so Ghostbusters had a big margin of the vote. That's definitely an option. It also is better size. It has a little over 500 pieces. And that's kind of our target size. This is a little bit smaller. This is a little bit smaller than that.
Since it was winning the poll and I was coming in late this morning, I actually watched Ghostbusters this morning just in preparation.
No, was it the old Ghostbusters?
It was the old one, the original
Okay.
Ghostbusters.
Have you seen it before, or?
The original one, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've not seen the 2016 one.
Neither have I. I've heard it was kind of mixed results. So that's
I
how a
want to
lot
see
of.
Afterlife. I've heard that's really good.
That one's supposed to be good. I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah.
So let us know in the chat what those are like. We would love some advice moving forward watching these movies. Then Chima obviously had 3 categories. I think that Joe was splitting the vote. If it was all in one category, maybe it'd be more closer to Ghostbusters. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments for what you think we should build. We'll watch it for about a minute while we just kind of chat about stuff. So you can comment more than once. So Ghostbusters, Chima, or Nixonites. Let's hear it.
Fire away. Let's see, we got a couple for Ghost.
Let's see what the mob dictates
Ghost,
today.
lots of Ghost emojis.
Ghost
and
emojis
Morgan
are
saying Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. There's no Star Wars, Morgan.
Morgan, we've
Morgan,
done
there's
Star
no
Wars.
Star Wars. Lots of Ghost emojis from Marvel Kid, from Luke Maxwell.
I think the Ghost emojis.
Ghost.
Oh, there's some Nixonites in
There's
this chat too.
Oh, they're also doing the Nexonites things. That's mostly Robert Maynard voting for Nexo. I'm seeing more of a variety of people voting for Ghostbusters.
Okay, so there's more support for Ghostbusters.
I think so. I think it's mostly between Grumpy J and Robert Maynard that are voting for Nexonites.
Well,
oh no, Gary's also voting Nexo.
That was my choice because I wanted to make it interesting. I know Ghostbusters is popular, and I wouldn't mind building this, but
Ghost, Nexo, Ghost, Nexo.
A lot of ghosts going on.
Oh, it's pretty head to head.
So Chima's kind of sliding out.
Yeah, I think we can pull Chima out for sure.
Okay. But
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I want to see that devotion. Keep voting.
Yeah, I'm seeing more for Ghost. I think it's Ghostbusters it is.
That is the better size too, so that'll work good.
That'll be good. That'll last us a little longer. Oh, Gloria Erickson voted for Chima. So we had one vote for Chima.
Okay. The let me get something.
Need something to prop that open?
Do you have a key or
I
something?
don't have my keys on.
I'll go get one. So Ghostbusters wins. Thank you all for voting.
Brett Worker says Afterlife ties into the old movies. Yeah, I heard that. That's why I wanna check that one out. I wonder if that's out on any streaming platforms.
It probably is.
JM Clam says, love the shirt and hoodie, guys. Yes, this is a fantastic hoodie we have for sale. And that one is
Cloud
still
City. This is a prototype.
Soon?
It'll be available soon. Randy is
working very hard.
Probably busy with all the Brick World printing that we're doing. We want to bring a lot of t-shirts up there for people to buy. But this will be available probably within the next month.
Yep.
So we don't know exactly when.
This one is available. It is called the Cloud City Hoodie with this awesome arm printing here and the torso printing. So if you're interested in that one, you can find that on our website.
Exactly. All right, well, let's dive into the Ghostbusters set here.
Marvel Kid had said a while ago, next they'll sell his Lego Masters trophy. Oh, whatnot.
Thankfully, that's at home in a locked building.
Yeah, lock it up, lock it up.
That is
Keep it
far
safe.
away. Oh, I'll put this here so people can see it.
Lots of that's unfortunates in the chat.
Yeah. Ghostbusters, leave that. That's in view.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You got enough building room?
I do indeed. No, we're good. We're good. All right. So I'm gonna start
RPJ
building.
said my thumbs are out of breath from spamming the next language.
Well, we tried. It was close. You may have another opportunity in the future. We'll see. They've got a lot of Ghostbusters themed images here, so you can see what's going on. All right, the figures are built.
Madeline says, I'm building the Stranger Things upside down right now, just in time for season 4 tomorrow.
Oh my, is that tomorrow?
I would take Madeline's word for it.
Might have to renew my Netflix subscription to go watch that.
The Obi-Wan show also comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Is it?
Isn't that right?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Unless you're staying up till 3 a.m. if you're East Coast time.
Yes.
Which, that's what really is unfortunate about living on the East Coast, is that instead of a midnight release, it's a 3 a.m. release.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess they can't release it in time zones, right? You know, there's no way that they can regionalize that, so... All right, I'm gonna put all these.
Grumpy J says auction marks Nexo alarm clock. You might genuinely be sad about that one.
So that was a gift from the Weekend Crew, so I would be sad to lose that. But at the same time, I'm sure it would go for a pretty penny on our Whatnot stream.
It might.
I did replace the shelf, and there will be a video on that on Tuesday about me replacing the stuff on the shelf with something that I hope no one would buy, but we'll see.
No, we wouldn't do that to you twice.
No, that's not going to become a thing at all.
No. That would be a cruel, twisted prank.
Exactly.
Madeline says Top Gun Maverick comes out tomorrow too. What? Tomorrow is a major release day.
I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I want to do something, one of those three things.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, good grief, I don't know if I'll have time for all three. I do want to see Top Gun, though, too, because I like the original.
T. Valkyrie said, camera out of focus? I don't think so. It looks pretty clear on my end.
It might be.
If you go to, something I've had trouble with in the past, if you hit the gear and go to quality, and then hit advanced, and then actually select, like 720 or one of the higher end resolutions, on live streams, that will kind of force it. They changed the settings to just have like high, medium, low quality, and that doesn't always work on live streams. So maybe give that a shot.
Try messing with the quality.
Let's see.
So we're skipping quite a few
Oh
steps.
boy,
but-
here's Atlanta Brickco TV dropping some comments.
Uh-oh.
You guys should make stickers of Chris's minifigure. No, I think that'd be a terrible idea. I think that'd be a waste of money.
Oh dear. Yep, well, we're working on some stickers. I know Bricky Bobby is in the works. I haven't broken ground on that art yet, but we will have it, both stickers and pins, hopefully. So
Yes.
it'll be.
I think enamel pins is the plan.
Yep.
Those kind of metal and those glossy pins there.
Steven and Ed are big into collecting pins, so they will be working on that soon.
Yep. Robert says, seems great video quality to me. Okay, so yeah, I don't think it's on our end.
Okay, this probably needs to play with the settings or let it load up a little bit.
Yeah.
Usually by a few minutes into a live stream, it'll clear up quite a
Kind of
bit.
settle
Yeah.
in, yeah.
But on both sides, our side and the viewer.
Oh, Luke Maxwell wants to know what the giveaway is.
Yes.
The giveaway tonight. You know more about this than me, Mike, because I have not. I don't know anything about this movie.
I know the slightest bit, and that is Chris Hemsworth as a Ghostbuster assistant from this version of the Ghostbusters franchise, this movie. He's basically their assistant. He has a motorcycle. I think there's actually a picture of him in the instructions. Right here. See that?
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay.
So for those of you who may not know where that figure's from, he's right there with his motorcycle helping out, and I think he ended up turning evil.
Oh, okay.
Because I think he got possessed.
Oh, okay.
And he ended up trying to thwart the Ghostbusters, not help them.
Now I don't know much about the movie, but it almost looks like his uniform is maybe like homemade. Like he just took like some clothes he had lying around and made himself like some orange stripes and a little name tag that says Kevin.
I wouldn't be that surprised. All their
But
uniforms.
yes, that will be the giveaway tonight for the final trivia question.
Exactly. Let's see.
Yeah, Robert said YouTube does like to reset you to lower resolution sometimes. So yeah, check the gear and make sure you're actually set to 720. Obi-Wan comes out tomorrow. Yeah, so we talked about that. As far as I know, it sounds like Obi-Wan, Top Gun, and what was the third thing? Oh, Stranger Things. Obi-Wan, Top Gun, and Stranger Things all seem to come out tomorrow.
That's
so.
a lot of content. That's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
well, you pop culture eager people should have a field day with that.
It's going to be a busy day tomorrow for many fans of many things.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's see. So, Daniel, if you could only watch one of those three shows, which one would it be?
Oh, goodness. Well, I'm still catching up on Stranger Things. I
Really?
started rewatching it a while ago.
Okay, have you seen them all before?
I had seen season 1,
Okay.
and then during the break, I kind of fell out of it. Never watched season 2 or 3, but I'm about halfway through season 2 now. So
That's good.
no spoilers in the chat, please.
Yeah, please don't spoil Stranger
But
Things.
yeah, I'm working on that still. Top Gun and
You've seen
I
Top
keep forgetting
Gun?
what the third one. The original one. Yep.
Yes,
I've seen the original
that's a
Top
good
Gun.
one.
Stranger Things. And I keep forgetting what the third one was.
Let us know in the chat
Oh,
which one
Obi-Wan.
you're the most interested in watching, because they're all three are really cool things to see. But which one?
I think most people are probably going to say Obi-Wan, but I think I'm going to go with Top Gun.
Really?
I
That's
think
the
I'm
one
really
you'd
excited
pick.
to see Top Gun.
Wow.
Now, I don't know that I'm going to go see it, tonight or tomorrow, but
You're gonna go watch it.
that's one of those movies that's been delayed for
The year?
probably over a year now.
Yeah.
So that's one I've been anticipating for quite a while, and one that I always thought that they should make a sequel of.
Yeah,
long time
at least
ago.
one sequel, right?
Yeah, iconic movie.
I think I've got to go with Obi-Wan. I should say Stranger Things because I think I'm a bigger Stranger Things fan than a Star Wars fan.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, the delay, I lost the addiction.
Yeah.
And I think I'm more excited about Obi-Wan now because Ewan McGregor is such a great actor and it's going to be amazing to see
They're all
that.
going to be phenomenal.
Oh yeah, they're all going to be good. Watch all of them, but it's interesting to discuss which one you prefer the most. So.
Leviathan Pictures says Kenobi is what I am definitely most interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
That is Levi.
That is Levi? Okay.
Oh, so we're good though. I think we got the Ghostbusters question. Yep. Grant was ready on the backup questions. So he just died. He literally just died because
He
he
must have
probably
put a lot of work into
he's
that.
probably spent 10 minutes worth of time looking for a Chima trivia question, just in case. But
Sounds like he's out there breaking things.
press F in the chat for
There you
Grant.
go. F's or that's unfortunate in the chat.
That we need a that's unfortunate emoji.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
but yeah. Oh, speaking of emojis, if you're seeing
Yes.
Joe or Nick's Tonight logos in there, that's our
Yep.
memberships. You can sign up for those on
Madeline's got it,
channel.
Robert's got it, Morgan's got it, Grumpy J's got it.
Most of the people watching the video tonight will probably have it, but if you don't, that's what it is, and it's really fun.
That's our channel membership. So we recently, about a week ago now?
Yeah,
I would
about
say,
like, a
added
week and a half.
3 membership tiers to our YouTube channel. And they start really affordable at 99 cents is when you can unlock like all those emojis and things.
The basics are all unlocked at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And then the second tier is so you can support various projects that we do around here. So like Angie's Snow Fund Me for her Winter Village.
Yes.
That will get divided amongst that project. You're also planning a Nexo Nights mock.
I'm
so
starting
that
to
should part of that should go towards that fund.
eventually, yes, for sure. So.
And maybe some other special projects that people choose to start up in the future.
Exactly.
Now those will probably not be special projects like buy Joe a bunch of Lord of the Rings minifigures.
Yeah.
They would be projects that you all would get some benefit out of from seeing progress updates.
Knowledge and
things like
entertainment.
that.
Yes.
Not just increasing people's
Yeah.
personal collection and wealth and
Yeah. Exactly.
clout.
It's more than just yeah, exactly. We're not trying to line our pockets with minifigures. We're trying to give you guys some entertainment.
Yeah.
More bang for your buck. So.
Grumpy J says, and also tomorrow is payday. There you go. So you can afford to go see those movies and or pay your subscriptions to those streaming services.
Resubscribe to Netflix. Yeah.
Lots of people saying they were interested in Obi-Wan. Robert Maynard says Top Gun 2 has been delayed more like 35 years. I would agree with that sentiment, Robert. I would agree.
That makes sense. I think that's pretty just accurate statement there.
Oh wow, we got a super chat from Grumpy J. Thank you, Grumpy J. He donated $2, $1 each for Mark and Angie's Mox.
Oh, thank
so there
you.
We go. We
that's
can put
awesome.
that straight to that.
I will go get a Nexo Night accessory.
There you go. You can get a $1.
That's awesome.
Nexo part.
And we'll do more at some point soon. I was watching Pacific Rim again the other night because I'm like, the Gypsy Danger is it's a dark blue machine with orange and other colored accents. It's like I'm like I need to build something really big and mean mech. That's what I'm looking at. So we'll see.
All right. Daniel Warren says, love this set. I need to rewatch this Ghostbusters, but the streaming universe seems to have it on lockdown. Interesting. So maybe it's hard to find somewhere to stream right now.
It got shadow banned.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's
I mean,
interesting.
It was 2016, right? So that movie's like 6 years old now.
Yeah, it's a few years old.
I would think that would definitely be on something.
Yeah, interesting. You could
Rick
probably always
VA says, gotta see Top Gun on the big screen. Yes, I definitely will.
with the jet planes. Yes.
Yeah, totally.
With Tom Cruise flying a jet
Gotta
plane.
get that great surround sound. I'm sure there's gonna be a phenomenal soundtrack if it's anything like the original.
Yes, we're gonna have to watch it in the extreme at MCG. That'll be worth watching.
There you go.
Paying the extra $3 or $4 for, yeah.
Yeah, you might as well.
Let's see. Do
Oh, Tunner235 says a piece fell off the table.
It did?
Unless they're messing with us.
Uh-huh.
Can anybody else confirm or deny it? Maybe that one? Is that part of
Oh,
it?
that is a piece. There you go. Thanks, Tunner.
Was it a...
I'm guessing that's from that.
one by
Yeah,
one round?
I'm
All
guessing
right.
that's from
Good
that.
save, Tunner. Thank you. We appreciate it.
You guys are watching out for us when we're not. So.
Does Angie have the UCS Frozen Castle in her Winter Village mod?
Yes, if you join the funding sponsors, you can see in her latest update that she does have the castle built and it's on the table, ready to be placed in the landscape once it gets there. We will be updating a normal Winter Village video in the next few weeks so we get a little more progress, but you can catch up immediately if you sign up for that $3.99 a month. So.
Yeah, I did forget to continue with those tiers. So
It's
that
all
was
good.
the other benefit of that one was you'll get
We're always trying to sell those.
a few extra updates on those special projects.
Exactly.
And then the top tier was our rare set collectors. So some of the people in the chat tonight can probably attest to the fact that hopefully we've been doing a pretty thorough job getting some videos up showing things before they go out for sale. Some like rare vintage sets or just other unusual items. We're doing a little sneak peek, things that don't come in very often. We're gonna sneak peek to that top tier donor profile right now for those rare set collectors.
Exactly.
So let us know if y'all have any feedback for improvements or other things we can do for the existing tiers or maybe other tiers you might want to see in the future, things like that.
Exactly. And thank you all who already signed up. We sure appreciate it. You basically doubled our YouTube revenue by just signing up.
Probably easily.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly. So we really appreciate that support from y'all, and we want to be able to give back what you would be expecting for those donations.
Yes. Now the back to the set. These reddish brown jumper plates are giving me anxiety.
Yeah.
You got to put down 6 of them. This is probably just at the point when they were starting to update the plastic matrix. That being said, one wrong move and it's a cracked piece.
Yeah, we may be. I may be heading out to find a replacement. On the
In a
picnic
second,
table.
we'll see. We'll see. I think we're no. There's more. Okay. I was kidding.
Grumpy J has started turning pretty evil. He says, "Shush, Tunner, let's watch them panic." Insert evil laugh for the missing piece.
Oh no. Grumpy J's got a very interesting sense of humor.
Jeff McAlee is also in the chat tonight.
Hey, it's
Jeff.
Jeff.
He
Our
says,
friend
"I thought
Jeff.
you got slotted with building a Ghostbusters set." We are building a Ghostbusters
That's
set.
exactly what happened.
By the people's choice.
Yep. Well, the people demand it, and that being said, this is actually a fun set. I never would have built it outside of this, show. So I'm glad that this is the opportunity to do it. This is an interesting chassis arrangement, though.
Oh, I see. He says in all caps, "That is not a Ghostbusters set." Yeah, I haven't seen the movie in person, but based on the reviews that I have heard about
Mixed
it, I can
reaction.
understand where you're coming from.
You know.
That this is not Ghostbusters.
Well, it says
Despite
it,
what
it
it
says
says
it
on
right
the
there.
box.
There's a Ghostbusters and there's
Yeah,
slime. And,
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll try not to troll the chat too much about that. But,
Julia's also in the chat tonight. She says, "Hey guys, nice set tonight. Love all that sponsor tier level ideas."
mm-hmm.
Rebecca Pruitt says, "Who you gonna call?"
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. This will be a good warm up trivia question.
Oh.
Who can name some of the alternate titles for Ghostbusters? There were several other potential titles for Ghostbusters before it came out. Some out of necessity because I think somebody actually owned Ghostbusters before there was Ghostbusters.
Oh wow,
Somebody
yeah.
owned that term, so there were some.
They
There
probably
were
had
some
to negotiate
names.
or make a new name just in case. So.
Oh, let's see. Jeff's coming in with some Ghost Smashers. I believe that was one. Ghost Chasers, Ghost Hunters. Here, let me pull up my note. I have them written down.
Oops, I built too fast.
Ghost Smashers. That was one.
I don't know if Ghost Smashers sounds exactly
Ghost
the same.
Chasers and Ghost Hunters were not alternate titles from my research. I mean,
They
it's
probably
possible,
were.
given the similarities between all of the other
They were
ones.
probably thrown around in the writer's room discussing this stuff.
Ghost Stoppers was one. Morgan said. And also Ghostbusters was also one.
Ghostbusters.
So I think that was...
Ghostbusters sounds better than that.
I
I
think
don't
that
know.
was 3 out of the 4 that I'm losing track because they all sound the same. The 4 that I had written down were Ghost Breakers, Ghost Smashers, Ghost Stoppers, and Ghost Blasters.
You know, it'd be funny if they did a spin-off where there were all these competing ghost-busting brands, and they were still...
Right. A multiverse of Ghostbusters. Honestly, so since they have this cast and the old cast, these
are the Ghost Blasters. We're not actually building Ghostbusters, we're building Ghost Blasters here.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff says they slapped a lot of ghost something or others behind.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're building that engine. This is a very...
Oh, Gary.
build.
Gary also gave us a super chat tonight.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you very much, Gary. Let's see,
Fabulous.
$5, $2.50 each for Angie and Mark's Mox.
Well, thank you, Gary. That's awesome. Yeah, you guys, once I'm done with the Next to Night mech, it's going to be pretty awesome. I've been collecting dark blue for a number of years now, and I didn't really know why, but now I do. Because
Now it has a calling.
because it has a purpose. It's a mission from God.
Yeah.
That,
I have the power of God and Nexonites on my side.
yeah. That's gonna be the
Well, now wait.
catchphrase.
So if it's a castle theme and it's a mission from God, does that make it a crusade?
No.
Nexonites crusade.
Well, if it's a crusade against like bad puns or something, or dad jokes, I don't know. If it's a crusade against something benign, then we're good.
Yeah.
But not a true.
Maybe
it's
a
not
Monty
historical
Python type where God comes out of the clouds part and
Yeah, exactly.
God talks in a big silly voice.
We need to keep it very, very just goofy,
Yes.
lighthearted. Yes. So no, yeah, that's the plan. A really epic creation. I'm hoping to be at least a couple feet tall. So.
Robert Maynard asked, it has a lot of minifigs, but is the car really minifig scale? I would
It's
say-
already past minifig scale at that point, because that's
Yeah.
minifig scale. And if you add more, then it's not.
It's a pretty long car, though. I mean, it was like an ambulance or a hearse was the car.
That's true. And that's like a 70s like land yacht
Oh,
style.
those cars back in
This
the
is a-
70s were like boats.
I want to ask the chat because they're pretty smart. What was the brand of car that was used
That
in
was
the
one I
Ghostbusters
almost
movie?
wrote down as a trivia question. I don't know if I did write down.
Is it a Cadillac? Because it looks like a Cadillac in this build.
I think it was a Cadillac, but I don't remember what the model was.
I want to know the precise model from the nerds.
There you go. Let us know. What was the model in the original? I would imagine that the 2016 movie used the same type of car, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, I think they at least had a modified version of it, so. But I could be wrong.
All right, let's see.
What do we have for
else
time
we
today?
talking about?
Oh, we're at 7, not
We are
bad
up
at
to
all.
7 o'clock.
I might have to slow down a little bit. Yeah. Used to just kind of church.
Gloria Erickson said, "Hey, Jumpy Gray, I mean Grumpy J." Bringing back that reference.
Jumpy Gray. Well, if you get autocorrect, we'll get you, so.
Jeff also said, if you remember, the movie was supposed to take place in outer space and they were treated like emergency services. So, in doing some research for trivia today, there were apparently lots of different versions of this script that they worked on for a long time, and they were rehashing it and reworking it.
Mhm.
Apparently, 3 of the main guys went up to for a week up in Martha's Vineyard or something just to sit down and rewrite the whole script again or something.
Wow.
So, went through a lot of revisions, but I mean, it paid off. It was a
Massive
humongously popular movie even
Yes.
at the time.
It was a true blockbuster of a Ghostbuster.
Yes, yes.
So
And it's true because it rhymes.
that is a
Cadillac Miller Meteor Sentinel.
Yep.
54 to 57 Cadillac.
Oh, 50s, not 70s.
59 Cadillac Miller Meteor.
So it's a 50s
Yeah.
Cadillac. That makes
Here we
more
go.
sense.
Jeff's got all the details. I trust him. 59 Cadillac Miller Meteor Sentinel end loader model. The door on the back was a big deal. Because
Wow.
it was it one that swung to the side? Was it a side swinging door?
Yeah,
Instead of like
we
a
don't know
hatchback
from
that went
here,
out?
but I'm guessing the fact that it was not just a trunk on the back made it special.
Because it was used for an ambulance and
Mhm.
for a hearse. So either way, you're putting somebody's body in and out
Yeah,
of the back.
exactly, yeah.
It would be easy to open.
Yes. That makes sense.
Jeff says it does swing up and to the side. Oh, I don't know how that works.
I'll need to watch the movie again to
Yeah.
get that
Unless it's
itself.
one of those like 2-part ones, or maybe the glass goes up and the tailgate goes
That would
out,
make sense.
Maybe, I don't know.
That
It's almost
would-
more, at an angle, according to Jeff. That's crazy. I might have to look up some pictures of that.
That's ancient engineering is always fascinating.
Yeah. Tunner asks, what is one theme you wish would come out of retirement? For me, it's Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. A good answer.
Yes. Castle.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's a number of themes. Lord of the Rings is a really high contender there too. I think Next Nights has enough sets out already, but
Yeah, that does not need to come out of retirement.
but the I think Castle is a obvious classic space as well. But those are actually there's a lot of rumors for sets coming out that are both of those things. So it's only a matter of time before my hopes are realized. But yeah.
So Jeff says the car was sought after for that reason, as it gave the car character. If you notice in both flicks, they illustrate the door a lot whenever they unloaded packs, etc. I'll have to watch for that. I never noticed it.
That's a
I
very
noticed all of the product placement for Diet Coke and Stay Puft.
exactly.
Grumpy J says monorail needs a comeback. Monorail was not a theme.
I think we need to see monorail again though. I
Yeah,
think he does
yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
point, but
He
yeah,
does have a
monorail
point, but that is
isn't
not
a
a
theme.
theme. They were all 3 of them were in different themes.
Yes. 3 good themes, but
Mm-hmm.
Ecto 1, there we go. Alright. So there's the engine area.
Ooh, and the license plate, nice.
Mhm. It's probably a valuable tile.
Could be. I think it's probably come in a couple sets now, because it probably came in the other minifig scale one.
It's a pretty big chassis there. Interesting.
For sure. Aquanauts needs a comeback, says Jeff. That is one we don't hear a lot.
No, that's
I
an
would agree.
unusual.
I like the vintage stuff.
There's a lot of basically if they redid all the vintage stuff, I would be happy. But I don't know how well it would sell overall. But
I don't have any space for it on my shelves. My
yeah,
shelves are filled up
you're
with
you're
real
full.
vintage stuff.
Yeah, you can't get it any more unless you get another shelf space.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I'm already worried about those 90th anniversary sets that are supposed to be coming out this summer, because
You
I know I'm gonna want some of those.
Oh yes, I'm gonna have to buy at least one of those castles. So.
Oh, your brother Steven just texted me. Lego Masters Season 3 contestants have been announced on Lego's Instagram.
I saw that.
I did not
actually
see this.
Reshared that on both Facebook and Instagram already, so that is very exciting to see. The whole cast of crew. I recognize a few faces, but not everyone. We'll have to cover it on the Morning Brick
Oh, absolutely.
next Wednesday for sure. So, all right. So we're all attached.
Simpsons would be cool to come back, says Tunner.
That would be awesome. A lot of those licensed games really do need to see the light of day once again.
Jeff says that line came out when Sequest came out, so young Jeff was convinced that they were the same.
Well, that's like Adventurers and Indiana Jones, if you ask me, because that's Johnny Thunder was basically a Lego version of Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, there we go. Gloria Erickson also commenting, Lego Masters Season 3 contestants were just announced on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that's Steven using that account, I'm not sure.
That's probably.
He had said in his text, he
probably
tried
my
to
mom
let me
on her
know in
phone.
the chat.
It was there a brother Steve?
But
on there?
I didn't see anything from Steven. But let's
He's probably
scroll
aware.
back a little bit. I might have missed it.
He's probably somehow keeping tabs on us.
Gosh, that's gonna be. I might have to pull that up while we do it. It seems the chat's a little slow right now, so I may do it.
Okay.
Oh, also, Jeff, your comment when you mentioned Sequest, that reminded me, since we were thinking about vintage underwater themes.
Mm.
How many people in the chat know what Sea-Tron is? Sea-Tron, the Lego theme.
I know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware of that.
It's not the kind of thing you could find on Bricklink.
Yeah, no.
Sea-Tron, the Lego theme. Do some research on that if you want. Yeah, Jeff says Sea-Tron makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Happy and sad. Melancholy, if you will.
Yep. Missing out.
Yes, those figs would have been amazing.
So close yet so far. One of those. Yeah,
All right, well,
A
the
great
chat's
what
in a
if.
lull. I'm gonna have to pull up that Instagram post.
for sure. Let's see.
I'm surprised it's not at the top of my feed.
You can always search Lego Masters and get it there, or it's you can look at my story. It's on there too. So
Wait, how long ago was this? I didn't see
it's
it.
about an hour ago.
Oh,
2 hours
okay.
ago.
Not too long before we started.
No, we it just broke today, and it's actually they're gonna air it in the fall, but they're gonna have a sneak peek airing sometime early June.
With some better shots of the cast.
I think it's more like a short video about it, or even
Okay.
part of the first episode, which is
Oh, yeah, here you
ridiculous. Because it's like, why would you postpone to the fall? Then anyway, it's so baffling at this point what they're
All right,
trying to
let's
do.
see. Here we go. Nick and Stacy,
Mm-hmm. Do you recognize any of the?
Carrie and Patrick. One of the two, I'm not sure which one's which, but one of them I know was at Break Fair, Virginia last year with the large Mustafar mark.
That's
Do you remember
correct.
that?
Yep.
Do you remember if that was Carrie or Patrick?
That was Patrick.
That was Patrick. Okay. I did not talk to him very long, so I did not catch his name. Emily and Liam. Miranda and Drew. Drew maybe looks a little familiar, but I wouldn't know from where.
Let's see.
Do you happen to know?
I don't recall.
Okay, Steven and Steven. They look like
Double
firefighters.
Steven team. Yep.
Liz and Aaron. And let's go to the second post.
Yeah, there's always 2 posts because
Aziza
there's
and
12
Eddie.
pictures.
John and Xavier. Dave and Emily. Brandon and Greg. Christine and Michelle. Austin and Justin.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A very friendly-looking cast of people. Very excited
Yeah,
to see them all
definitely.
break into the bricks.
There was actually somebody that I thought was going to be on it that is not here, so that's interesting.
Yes.
I had a false lead
I had
or false
I
intuition.
had some people that I thought were going to be on there, and they weren't too.
Yeah,
So
very interesting.
I would have. I could have sworn Martin Harris could have been on there if he wanted to.
Honestly, yeah.
He's one of the great builders of the Southeast.
I know he
and,
posted things for a while saying he was trying to get on.
Yeah, but he might have had a change of heart. You never know. So.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
Let's see. We're now getting further along in the build too. I'll give people an update here. We've got the hood area of the car fleshing out.
Ooh, nice.
Those headlights are actually really nice. I like the headlight bricks
Oh,
being
yeah.
used for that kind of hollow looking.
And that also
space.
gives you the snot brick to put that kind of wheel well shape on the side there. That's
Mhm.
nice.
It's a very smart use of the old headlight bricks.
Grumpy J says, "Geez, Daniel, keep up." Well, I kid. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm behind on the news because we were getting set up for the live stream.
We were working today, actually, so you know, that's what happens.
Robert Maynard says, "Left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing." They probably have it pretty together, but the one thing I thought was funny was when that guy from Fox News came and was like gonna do an interview or something.
My friend Paul, who's one of the correspondents at Fox 5 Atlanta, he texted me and said, "Hey,
Yeah,
want to do a video for upcoming Lego Masters stuff?" And then I'm
to
like,
tell him.
"Fun fact, I'm pretty sure that it's not happening when we think it was happening." And he's like, "Oh man, you're right."
It's not happening for several months.
Yeah, so we'll do that later. But yeah, it's something to look forward to. I'm still a little confused by it all, but you know, Syrah.
Yeah, I won't even speculate at the reasons anymore. Who knows what goes on? The TV industry is just as bad as the movie industry in terms of making
It's
wild
confused.
last-minute
It's
decisions.
very confused,
Yeah.
but nonetheless, we still enjoy it. All right.
Well, the chat is pretty stagnant right now. Maybe everyone's going to look at Lego Masters, the Lego Masters reveal.
That's all right.
But drop us your questions. Ask us anything. I know I haven't done one of these before, and it's been a while since Mark has done one, but you can ask him Lego Masters questions or things about the store, trivia
Oh,
questions.
Daniel, what are we doing next on Whatnot?
Ooh, next on Whatnot. There you go. That's a good topic.
Mhm.
Next Tuesday night, I think we're going to try and do a lot of Technic.
Nice.
Built Technic sets. And
Gary
we will
should be
have-
happy.
Oh yeah, there you go, Gary. Definitely go on. So I've set the auction up so you can go bookmark it for next Tuesday at 6:15.
Mhm.
I haven't done the preview or I haven't uploaded items for it yet, but you can bookmark the show to make sure you get notified when that goes live.
Gotcha.
But I think we'll be doing Built Technic, and then we'll also have some Star Wars minifigures
Okay.
because I know Star Wars is what's hot on Whatnot. So
Oh, always, yes,
we
I'm sure.
always want to have at least some Star Wars stuff there to keep people interested.
Yeah. So
If
some Star
Technic
Wars
isn't your thing.
and plenty of Technic. So, but where can they find that? What's our handle on Whatnot?
Oh, our
If they wanna
handle on
search it.
Whatnot is Atlanta Brick Co. All one word.
Oh, that's easy.
So if you go on Whatnot and
Like
you go
our
to the search
store,
bar,
basically.
yep, and all one word, Atlanta Brick Co. And then
Lowercase, no changes.
all lowercase, yep. You may have to, when you do the search, it may search by like shows, items, users, something else, just hit the users button, and I'm sure we'd be the top one. Our profile picture is our logo. You'd recognize it.
Yeah, you kind of can't miss it at this point, which is good.
Morgan says, "Oh, I'm wondering if my earlier trivia question didn't come through. Maybe so, but I will get it this time." Ghostbusters movie trivia: which actor was originally supposed to play Dr. Peter Venkman? Now I know because I looked some trivia up earlier. There are a lot of answers to this question.
There are quite a few names there.
See if you can name as many potential, almost alternate actors for Peter Venkman as you can.
I want to say
Bill Murray is who actually played it.
John
so
Belushi, right?
Answer. John Belushi's one. Yep.
I would have loved to see that.
That would have been hilarious. I think the reason he wasn't was he actually passed away before they
got
started
wrapped up.
filming.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, the great what if. So.
Yeah. A little bonus trivia for you. A lot of them, Slimer, the Green Ghost, a lot of people say that he was either inspired by or reminded them of Jim Belushi in the scene from National Lampoon's Animal House where he goes
Was it
crazy.
John or Jim? Did I mispronounce
Oh, sorry.
Is it John or Jim?
John Belushi? What did I say?
I thought you just said Jim, but it might have just been...
Oh, sorry, John Belushi. Yes, I must have missed.
That's all good. I want to make sure I didn't say it wrong and just butchered it.
No. John Belushi, yes.
Yes. Yeah, that would. I think I can see that the characteristics of Slimer. You could see that little hint of his character in there. You know. So.
Yep.
All right, building. This is actually fitting together very nicely. It's a massive car, but it's starting to look like a car.
There you go.
I like it.
Grumpy J says, "Work is a job you hate. What you guys do is a career, which is doing something you love."
There you go.
Well said, Grumpy J. And that's why I moved 10 hours here to do it.
Daniel's a living embodiment of, cast all your cares away and just drive down to Georgia.
Pack everything up, move away.
Exactly.
Chase after your dreams.
Go do what you want to do.
Robert Maynard asks, has Lego fixed brown quality? Is it just the older brown, or is all brown at risk for breaking?
So, reddish brown, when they first started making it, wasn't too bad, but right around 2007, and a little bit before that, around the 2006 and 7, and a little few years after, it was bad. Even in the new, brand new sets from that time didn't break, but within a few years, they started getting more and more brittle, and now pieces from that era, from those sets, especially like Fantasy Era Castle or anything from that era will break like glass, like brittle candy.
And unfortunately, that's the time period that a lot of the sets that I had from when I was a kid, which is now my bulk Lego,
yes,
was from that time period. And just rummaging through my bin of brown parts is
you're gonna break pieces just looking at them.
It feels fragile while you're doing it. And you pick something up the wrong way, and sometimes they won't even crack; they'll just disintegrate in your hand.
Yeah, just like a sand.
Yes. So old brown is fine, and even early reddish brown is fine.
Modern reddish brown.
And modern reddish brown is fine, but there's that kind of middle of the pack reddish brown.
So this is towards the tail end, and it could actually be when they fixed it, because 2016, probably like 2018.
Yeah. You're
safe, but anything before 2016 and 15, it's definitely going to be fragile. So
yeah. I think Steven had even mentioned it last week. I mean, on Lego Masters, he said y'all had no problems with brown they had provided for Lego Masters.
All the brick
had not a single piece.
All the brick was extremely durable, as much as any other color.
So they've definitely corrected that, and I would assume the same with dark red. I haven't purchased a lot of new dark red recently, but
I'm pretty sure they actually went through the entire spectrum just to make sure everything was good and just made sure all the plastics they were using were strong. So it was pretty much the dye color, the dark red, reddish brown color that started affecting the plastic strength. So, yep.
Let's see. Travertine Pico says, who installed the background art and why is the spaceship not fully in frame? Well, that's because it is floor to ceiling, and so it's going to be where it's going to be.
Yeah, it goes way up. It goes about 8 feet high.
Yeah,
and
it's all room.
It's nicely centered if you're standing, but we're sitting down a couple feet off the ground.
That's what we should do. Maybe we should just get a high top table.
Get some really high bar stools,
so we can have the background in a little better. That might be worth doing.
I got some bar stools
because I agree. It is not. It's not great that you get a lot of it cropped out.
You can see part of it. Yeah. No, we'll see what we can do. Normally you don't want a distracting background.
Chairs, though.
Yeah. We'll figure something out. That's a good idea to try and shake it up. So.
Grumpy J asks, Mark, what is the spell on your shirt say?
Oh, this is if I read this out loud, all Nexonites will vanish.
Oh,
No,
I thought you were going to say they were going to come to life or haunt your dreams.
No,
or,
it's actually from the old classic castle 2x2 tile piece, and I don't know. It could be anything. It starts with what looks like an E mixed with an F.
It almost
mixed
looks
with
like,
a 3.
like the runes F, where it's got like the two branches that come off of it.
It looks like letters from a Latin-based alphabet, but it's hard to say.
Also, kind of rune-inspired, but none of them really are runes.
It could even be Russian at this point, you know? So
It's
we're not
gibberish.
sure.
It's the language that the Lego people speak, like in the old Traveler's Tale games, the mumbling.
Exactly, and whoever played Lego Loco, they just were like,
like Sims or something.
Yeah, they were totally just gibberish, and so that's exactly what this is. The language of gibberish, and you can rain destruction upon your enemies if they're not careful. So.
Atlanta Brickhouse TV is still commenting. I think somebody hacked us because I'm not typing on the account.
Okay.
So I don't know. But they said, "Will Chris be doing the auction with you again? He did such a good job."
I wonder who is using Atlanta Brickhouse account at home right now.
We got hacked.
Well, will Chris be there though? Maybe.
Chris might do it again. He said he had fun.
Okay.
I think Ed also really enjoyed it. I think he would love to come do one. He popped in for about 5 minutes. And he seemed thrilled with how it was going.
Ed is the kind of guy who would be great at running an auction. You know? I think he would fit well there.
Julia asks, Daniel, how do you like doing live stream Joy of Buildings videos so far? This is great. I love this kind of casual style. This is the first one of these that I've done.
Oh, first Joy of Building. There you go.
I did a couple of store tours. Those are more stressful because I'm the one doing everything and I'm trying to remember what everybody wants to see and trying to move the camera. It's a lot to juggle at once. But this and the morning break are very relaxed.
They're pretty
casual
good.
environment. Yeah. We can crack more jokes.
Exactly.
Bounce off each other.
Relax a little more. Sure. Yeah, the store tours are a lot of fun, but man, it's you get your steps in and you gotta be sharp, otherwise you're gonna forget everything.
Yeah. So. Yeah. It could almost be a two-person job. You got someone follow you around.
Opening cases for you,
Oh, yeah, there you go. Morgan said Dan Aykroyd apparently wrote the role for John Belushi before he passed. So, yeah, like I was saying, in a lot of those script revisions, I'm sure one of those early versions was written for John Belushi.
Yeah, amazing.
I don't think we ever answered Morgan's trivia question about the alternative actors for Peter Venkman. The list that I had also included Michael Keaton.
That would have been weird.
Chevy Chase.
Okay, that would be fun.
National Lampoons.
That'd be fun.
Steve Guttenberg. Tom Hanks.
Now that would have been unusual.
That would have been a little unusual. And Robin Williams.
Okay, I can see that.
These are some big name actors for the times. It's a very different personality styles.
That would be unusual.
Yep.
I think a lot of those could actually work. Some of them I would be less. I don't know. Tom Hanks could totally do it if he just thought about it, you know.
Yeah.
But
if he can play every character in the Polar Express,
yes,
he could probably play.
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Probably play a Ghostbuster.
That's the one movie I'm not a huge fan of because it's just so uncanny valley with the faces. I don't know.
And the creepy puppets.
Yes, exactly.
And the hobo.
Yep. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. As Angie likes to say, it's a bit much.
It's a bit much.
Oh my goodness.
Well, while we're on alternative actors, we'll do some more bonus trivia.
Oh, nice.
Who else was supposed to play? Who was originally supposed to play Winston Zeddemore?
Ooh, I heard this. You told me when you were looking it up.
Yes. So drop in the chat if you all know who was originally supposed to play Winston Zeddemore, and I will catch up on the chat. Let's see. Lemur Bricks asks quick. Oh my goodness. Quick question. Do you have a built Gargados from Doctor Strange 2? Is that green tentacle?
Probably. We haven't seen that, so it's probably what you're talking about, hopefully. But
I don't think we've seen any.
We might have. That's something that we would probably get in at some point soon. So.
Yeah, that stuff will start to trickle its way in as people build it.
I don't think we have one on hand right now, but we will be getting one of those soon, I'm sure. We actually have started getting pieces of stuff like the Goat Boat and other Marvel sets, so we'll be seeing it.
Trevor Team Pico says, I'm sorting reddish brown now, plenty of powder and chunks and broke it.
Just
you need
powder.
to get like a colander or a sieve or something and sift all that out of there.
Yes, Stephen and I have a lot of reddish brown. Probably, like those big bins you can roll under your bed. A couple of those full of reddish brown, and Stephen built this huge, beautiful tree guy that's sitting down. He's got hundreds of slopes, thousands of slopes in him. And as soon as he goes to take that apart, like half of them are going to break. It's just so heartbreaking.
May just be when he has to leave together for a while.
It might have to. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Depressing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, so in the chat, what's the best Lego color, and what's the Lego color that needs to be made? What do you think, Dana? What's your answers?
What was the first half?
What's the best Lego color that's being made?
Color currently in production.
That you like to use for whatever reason, or if it's something that's just like that is a cool color.
This is a really hard question for me because for me it's all about context.
Okay. Well, like think of a build that you've been wanting to work on.
I've said my previous answers have included Chrome, just because. I mean, that's not really one that's currently in production.
I agree
I don't think
about
really
that.
Chrome much of anything anymore. One of my more standard colors, trans bright green, I believe it is.
Like the older trans bright green or the trans neon?
Not the trans neon green.
Well, the kind of middle
and
of the road.
not trans regular green, but I think there's a trans bright green.
Yes, they made it in. Not next.
I'm trying to think of what things came in it to give it some context.
There was a couple sets. Yeah, I'm trying to remember one off the top of my head, but it's it was good. I'm trying to remember. Not Galaxy Squad. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sure some Batman things with Lex Luthor came with it.
Oh yes, Lex Luthor's a
like
great
that
example.
That power armor with Lex Luthor, that color.
Mhm.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yep, that's a good color.
Yeah, I mean, without context, I just tend to lean towards cooler colors. So I'd also say like glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark
as a color.
They've been using that in some sets. Like Monkey Kid had some glow in the dark pieces. I got that one just for the glow in the dark pieces.
I also like the pearl dark gray, that really dark pearl one, that kind of gunmetal. It's also used.
The kind of the deep shiny color. Right?
This might be that color.
It's close.
It's hard to tell on that one. I can't tell if that's that pearl dark gray or the regular pearl lighter.
It's kind of a darker tint. It might be a flat silver.
It might be flat silver. Somebody look it up on Bricklink. Is the hood ornament from this set flat silver or pearl dark gray?
My favorite current Lego colors are teal and coral.
Those are really, that's good.
Especially together.
And together, yeah.
They're cool. The Dots, Friends, all those sets have been using them a lot, and they're really cool. I think
the Empire Temple of Madness from Ninjago used teal and red, along with all that black.
A great complementary colors, technically.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, what were you saying? Other colors?
I think they need to bring back chrome.
To bring back, yeah.
Even if it's gonna fall off after a year of use, I still want to see chrome pieces again.
I mean, goodness knows they should be able to afford it now.
Yeah, I know. It's not like they're hurting
when
that
they were
bad.
doing poorly, it was probably a good idea.
Yeah, you gotta cut the losses somewhere, but that was.
And I'm not asking for huge wedge plates and cones like in that UCS Naboo Starfighter, but just the occasional grill tile.
Yeah, stuff like this, you know,
but some newer parts, newer small accent parts.
Exactly.
Those chrome colors would be great.
Does the chat have any?
Yeah. Did you hear about the life-size sculptures of Lego animals at Atlanta Zoo? I think you probably do have something to say about that.
Exactly. Yeah. The sculptures are made by Sean Kenny, who's a pretty well-known Lego artist. I think he's a Lego certified professional.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's the case. You'd have to look up his website to make sure. But he is his exhibits travel around the country, usually museums or other places where they've got room and they want to kind of do something fun to spice it up. And so the Atlanta Zoo has been doing these recently, and so we will actually be going up there for a meet and greet on June 3rd and July 16th at 9 a.m. each time. So if you're up in the Atlanta area, we'll be there. And you can just go to the zoo and see us too.
Stay at the zoo, meet some Lego masters.
Meet a couple of big monkeys. We'll be happy to
There's a Dr. Seuss book about that.
Exactly. In fact, my latest creation that I posted on Instagram, the African Savannah, was kind of to tie into that and be able to share about that. So,
yeah, that was really awesome.
Yeah. Got Beyond the Brick was sharing it everywhere, and I'm like, yes.
There you go. There you go.
I think I might be missing a piece.
Tunner had said, unfortunately, the Lord of the Rings sets have a lot of brown and dark red, and that's
They
the reason
do.
why I wanted to come back. Yeah,
They're from
and
2011
that
or
time
12, so yeah, they're gonna be some of the prime examples of breaking sets. But
period. I'm starting to get behind on the chat. I'm gonna rattle through them. Grumpy J said, Ed, buy my Lego or else. I feel like that's how it would go.
exactly, I'm gonna put you in the trunk.
Oh, Atlanta Brickco TV does say, yes, we have 2 of those monsters.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I'll take Atlanta Brickco TV's word for it.
Exactly.
Ryan asks, what is today's giveaway? Today's giveaway for the final trivia question will be this minifig here, which also appears in this set. And you said it's Chris
Hemsworth. I don't know what the character's
Yeah.
name
I don't know.
is. It's probably here.
But he will be tonight's giveaway.
It's Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got the name tag on his chest.
Oh.
I should have been able to tell you that.
It's Kevin. No, it's Kevin. I'm missing a red 1x2 plate. I'll run and get it.
You want me to? I'll go do it. I'm the moderator.
Okay.
Here, you can check.
I'll check the chat here. Let's see here.
Red
Favorite-
1x2 plate?
Favorite Lego? Yep, 1x2 plate. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Favorite Lego color? Definitely the bricks that have actual glitter inside them and shimmer. Very good response, Julia. Dark bluish gray. Can't argue with that, Gary. Red and black or
Bam! Fastest
That was
picker in
great.
the West.
trans neon green. M-Tron is basically perfect. Yeah, I hear you there.
Oh, Mtron is. That's one of my top 3. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd see my bio. My top 3 favorite vintage themes: Adventurers, Mtron, and Classic Ninja.
Yes.
I am a sucker for Mtron. I have all the sets for Mtron.
That's nice. Those are some good ones to have nowadays. The bigger ones are very pricey now.
Except if you want to count this, and it's also a fun trivia fact. There was a super build for Mtron. You could like send something away in the mail, probably some proofs of purchase or stamps or model caps or something, who knows, and they would send you instructions for a super model that you could build using 2 of the other sets.
Oh.
So some people say to have all the Mtron sets, you actually need duplicates of those 2 sets so that you can combine them into the super.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So maybe,
That sounds a little
maybe to the
deep
hardcore
cut.
fans, I don't have all the Mtron sets, but
Oh, I actually had that red 1x2 plate. I just built something too quickly.
Yeah.
So my bad.
oh, you did have it.
I did have it. Now we have an extra one. Sorry.
That's good. Yeah,
Sorry, Daniel.
that's all right.
Our set was more
Well, that's
accurate.
okay because now we can say that our certified pre-owned was in fact correct.
Mhm.
We did not make an error.
We're good.
Let's see. Oh, did you read Morgan's trivia question?
I did not yet.
Morgan asked, in what non-Ghostbusters movie does Dan Aykroyd make an appearance as a Ghostbuster?
Oh my, I don't know.
I did not.
It's
know
not
this.
Blues Brothers, but
No, no.
well, no. Maybe it was the sequel. I haven't seen the sequel.
I have not heard an answer from Morgan. This may just be a guess, but Tunner said Casper the Friendly Ghost.
That would
I
be
don't know if
funny.
that's made up or not.
That would be funny. That would be very hilarious.
I had also read something today. Apparently, I think it was the people who own the rights to Casper tried to sue Ghostbusters because they thought that the No Ghost logo
Mm-hmm.
looked too much like Casper.
I've heard that before.
and
Yeah.
I think they got out of it. Their defense was literally, "There's only so many ways to draw a ghost." Like, you can't
I mean, that's the
copyright
truth.
the generic drawing of a ghost.
Pretty
It's a sheet
accurate.
with 2 eyes and a mouth.
What you gonna call?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, there's doors. Okay, let me build doors. Clip.
Oh, Morgan said Tunner got it. It was Casper.
Nice.
That is the answer.
Nice.
Dynamic Productions says, I bought the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom set last year, and I was super worried that I would break all the reddish-brown pieces, but it was fine. Well, there you go.
Good.
That's good to hear.
That's
What year
another
was that one from, Dynamic?
2009, 10.
Is that the one with the minecart track?
Yes,
Is
that
that
might
which
be
one you're talking
2011 or 12. But
Okay.
that was a great
That's
set.
the one with that Mola Ram figure. He's awesome.
He's sick.
With the little shrunken head and the horns.
He has a great
Oh,
headpiece
That
there.
is an awesome fig.
Absolutely.
2009.
Okay.
So maybe that was a little before. Steven has a pretty good answer on what that time period is for what he thinks the brittle years were for.
He's
Reddish
pretty
Brown.
close on it. Yeah, it's.
Did you have an estimate?
I know they created reddish brown and other stuff like that in like 2003 and 4.
Yeah.
and
when
so
Mola Ram was phased
From there, like about a year or two after that, it started getting bad. And so anywhere from 2006 to about 2014 or 15, even to into 16 and 17, it could still be a problem.
Yeah.
But so it's all better now though.
Yeah. They definitely did not want that to happen again. That was a bad look.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, my piece is shattered like glass. So.
Yeah. Not good for your toy brand.
Yep. I think that Lego is now they've overcompensated because they actually made a new type of plastic in order to make transparent pieces. They're kind of like the foggy colored transparent pieces.
I read something about that on New Element.
So they have a lot more color options with semi-transparent stuff, and they're going to be having fun with that. So lots of Lego plastic science going on out there. So
there was actually, I also had seen somewhere there was like a breakdown that showed.
I think it was brickfanatics.com or
maybe. That
Brick
showed
Nerd,
all the
Nerd.
different pieces.
Brick
that
Nerd
were the
just
different
showed
types
that,
of
yeah.
plastic. Yeah.
Brick Nerd just did an article on that. You got to go read it if you haven't.
Yeah,
So.
I found that really interesting because I didn't know there were that many types. I thought there were maybe 4 or 5 different types.
Oh yeah,
there were like it's like 8 to 10 or something.
Yeah, there's like 9. It's like
because there's all the different kinds of rubbery plastic
Mhm.
and all the different transparent colors and things like that. So.
When you think of ABS, you're thinking of the older style. It's a really firm stuff. So it's very interesting. Let's see. Putting on the sides of the car now.
That could be another interesting trivia question. What kind of plastic were the bricks made out of a long time ago, like back in the 50s and 60s when they were made by Samsonite in the US?
Oof.
Who knows what those ones were made out of there for a while.
They have a name, and they're like rock hard, strong stuff.
They kind of deform in the heat. Like
Yeah.
even a 2x4 brick will kind of be warped up on the edges, so it did not last the test of time.
Whatever piece they used for the old transparent pieces, like this is probably that older plastic. It's like super sharp and super strong, and that's I don't know if it's that, but it's something like that. So. I'm a big fan of the super strong plastics used in Lego. Get that one.
Yep, Travertine Pico got it. It was cellulose acetate.
There you go.
That is what they used to be made of. And yeah, if you had them as a kid in the 50s or 60s, whatever, and then you put them up in your attic where it gets hot in the summer, and you pulled them down, your bricks might look like that.
Yep, it's like vents. Yep.
Yep. I have a few of those bricks, and I stacked them all up in a line just so I could see which ones were in better condition than others.
Mm-hmm.
And the edges of the stack are it's all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
It's very, very silly looking. They look like knockoff. They're almost kind of got like a slightly translucent, milky quality to them.
Okay.
So almost what a lot of the knockoff brands
I
look
see.
like today.
That's not good either. So.
Numis asks, is Brick Fair Alabama happening in January 2023? I thought it was postponed until 2024, but I can't find any info online. That is correct, Numis.
Yes.
It is postponed to 2024.
Sadly, that is the case.
There might be a post about it on Brick Fair's website.
There is, yes, I'm sure. Brickfair.com.
Imagine, yeah. But that is correct.
Mm-hmm. Sad to see it postponed, but I can understand where they're coming from. If they feel like they need to make it more of an occasion instead of a kind of expected, then I can see why they're doing that.
We talked about this on Morning Brick. Brick Fair is mixing up a lot of things that they're doing right now in terms of show locations and time periods. Because I know there was one in there used to be one in New Jersey, and they're going to stop doing that one.
They used to have one in New England a long time ago, but they stopped that pretty quick.
And they've now postponed the Alabama one, and they said they might start doing it every other year regularly.
Yeah.
But then they've also added new locations. Like I think there's one in I want to say it's Exton, Pennsylvania. It's in Pennsylvania anyway.
Yes.
And then I think there was another new location that they added. So Brick Fair is definitely trying some new things.
Yeah. Good for them. Sad for us here close to Alabama, though.
Yes. Brick Fair, Virginia, I'm sure will be around till the end of time.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere, I doubt. So, I know that Atlanta Brick Co. will be at both Brick Fair, Virginia, Brick World, and probably more events. I know we have Atlanta Brick Con way next year, February.
For sure.
So
the guy who runs Atlanta Brick Con, I think, was actually in today.
He was here. He was discussing some ideas with Chris. We're going to be pretty involved with it, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure that will become a bigger deal since
Yes.
fair will be
They have
a
an
little bit of a lull
opportunity.
this year.
Yeah. You have an opportunity to get a little, gain some ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Robert Maynard says, I'm building the big Ferris wheel, and the medium blue bricks and tiles are so loose, I'm wondering how the set will ever stay together.
Oh no.
I don't think I've ever heard that occurring with medium blue bricks.
I haven't experienced that either. I do have a lot of medium blue from that very set, in fact, but yeah, I haven't built them with them since that much, so I haven't experienced that.
Robert, are you talking about like the actual clutch power of the bricks, or just like the construction methods used are just not very strong?
It might be the clutch power. You never know.
Yeah.
Sometimes
if it's just the building techniques that seem loose,
janky, then
it's something like a Ferris wheel that might be the kind of thing where until the very end, when it's all in balance and tension with itself, it might become stronger. But
oh yeah, it might be. That might be what you're talking about.
If that's what he's referring to, I'm not sure.
Could be that.
Marvel Kid 25 says, "Guess who's back?"
Marvel Kid 25 is back. There we go. I figured it out. Wait a second. Oh, there's one. Okay.
Let's see. Oh, we had a little back and forth here. Brick Mom Virginia had said, was Fort Legoredo reddish brown? And Travertine Pico had said Legoredo was old brown. And Brick Mom VA had said, thanks, that's a relief since the whole thing is that color.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a
that's
nightmare if it was not that case.
Yeah. Now, was Legoredo one of those ones that they released twice as one of the legacy sets?
I feel like it was, but
I think all those legacy sets were still in the old colors.
Yes, they were, because I got the legacy Guarded In and Black Falcon's Fortress, and that's how I got them.
Was that just around like 2000 or so that they did
Yeah,
those?
it was around 2001 or 2,
turn of the century.
maybe 3.
Yeah.
And
they did, Black Seas Barracuda was one of those legacy sets.
Wish I'd gotten that for $80.
The largest of the Islanders sets.
I got that one
Pirates.
as a kid.
That was that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What were some of those other legacy sets?
They only did like 4 or 5, so there wasn't that many.
There were some very iconic ones, but not super old, like some of the iconic ones you might think of, like the Galaxy Explorer, like that.
They should have.
They should have, but that was too old. They probably too many of those parts were probably out of production.
Mm-hmm. And I think they were worried about probably the transparent pieces, because those are harder to produce.
Big plates.
I remember reading that the old transparent pieces, the really firm ones like this, they're like, I think it's like 4 to 10 times more shrink to the piece. So the mold has to be completely different, way bigger and weirder. So there's a lot of engineering that goes into that. So
the wildest example of that I've seen is those 48, or 32 by 32, or 48 by 48.
48 by 48, I'm pretty sure.
There's these huge base plates in trans clear, and they are Lego official. But if you put several of them next to each other, some will be totally different dimensions on one side than the other one.
You can get them to snap together if you put a bunch of pieces on them, but most of the time it's like a minifigure, great. A landscape, maybe not. So.
And I wonder if that's because maybe those ones they had to make out of a different kind of plastic, since for something that size it couldn't be brittle or it would just shatter. It had to be flexible as a base.
It was probably kind of an experimental thing. So.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Grumpy J says we need a Brick Fair, Florida. I'm honestly shocked there are like no conventions in Florida.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
As far as I know, there's no major conventions in Florida. However, if there is, let us know in the comments, because I would probably visit it. But there needs to be.
Also, let us know what those other legacy sets were, because I'm curious. I'm just getting the chat to do my research for me.
Yeah. Well, actually,
I would look it up, but I managed.
It's probably easier to do at home versus on your phone while you're trying to maintain the comments. How's it going, Greg?
We need a trade because Chris isn't responding.
Okay.
I can moderate if you want me to.
Oh,
yeah, if you want to switch with Daniel for a second.
I'll take the hat to become Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Assume the hat of control.
Oh, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, Chris isn't responding. So.
Thanks for letting us know, Greg. We'll get that worked out. We still got a solid 20 minutes here.
Yeah. They won't catch one.
Okay.
Well, how you doing, Grant?
I'm good.
We just left on the idea of there should be a convention in Florida. Because there's a lot of Lego fans in Florida.
Orlando?
Orlando would be a great location.
That's true.
They have a big convention center there.
Yeah, and there is a very diverse age population.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got older adults, younger adults, all sorts of people, walks of life. So.
Yes. Daniel, you're a Marvel fan? We'll have to see.
I'm pretty sure Dave.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. That. I mean,
Who is it?
unless you're a diehard DC fan, I think everyone's pretty much a Marvel fan.
Yeah. Well, I like both.
Yeah.
Marvel probably
some
is
way.
more enjoyable in movies generally.
Yes.
Yeah,
It has better Lego sets, but DC sets are also
DC can be pretty good.
Yes.
Some of them are pretty garbage too.
That's true.
every theme has its garbage
Exactly,
stuff.
yeah.
So.
Which ones do y'all prefer, Marvel or DC? God, I have to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does the chat think?
Personally, Marvel, but DC is also very good. Yeah, what do y'all think that I have to know?
Exactly. Grant giving us the challenge.
Yes, exactly.
So I'd say in set form, Marvel's generally a little better.
Yeah.
And they just have more to go off of right now,
Exactly.
so, but yeah.
A lot of older DC stuff is better than some of the new Marvel stuff, honestly. Like the Batman 1 stuff, I love.
Oh yeah, that's classics.
All of those are really good.
Mhm.
Geology Joe says, not really any lugs where I live. I should start one.
Hey,
It's a good idea.
you can totally start a lug.
Yeah.
You just get some Lego fans and friends.
Mhm.
You can even contact the local Lego store and start spreading the word.
Yeah.
And they will, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that movie with the baseball field.
There's people everywhere.
There's Lego fans everywhere.
Exactly. Anywhere you can find them.
Exactly. Let's see.
Grumpy J says Marvel sets, but Batman is dark. I think Batman is dark. That's a great example of the Batman because that was all like noir themed.
Mm-hmm.
Numis24 says I've never been into comics too much, but I like the Marvel movies better than the DC ones. However, I think DC Lego sets are better.
Ooh,
Interesting.
interesting
That's interesting.
opinion there.
Marvel Kid 25 says yes, Grant.
Exactly.
Another Marvel fan. Robert Maynard, I only have room for so much Batman. It's as bad as Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Certain Harry Potter things are good, but it's kind of like a high and low to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geology Joe says Field of Dreams. That was the baseball movie you remember.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Field of Dreams.
Great movie.
I have not seen it.
I don't know if y'all have seen that it was a White Sox Yankees game at the field where Field of Dreams was filmed. Very interesting.
Okay.
They did like retro uniforms. It was really cool.
That would be fun to watch,
Yes.
especially those teams. So.
Yes. Dynamic Productions Batman wears black or very, 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 very dark gray. Yes. In all the movies he has are based off of that color scheme, which fits perfectly, honestly.
That's awesome.
And that's the difference between DC and Marvel is a lot of DC is darker. So
Yep.
yes.
That's true. There's a definite color change once you get to Marvel. I think there's a lot more like dark red and
Yes.
dark blue in Marvel. Marvel versus DC is like mostly black,
Yeah.
and then other colors too.
It's like black and more like red and yellow, like kind of like fire colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. A
Yeah.
whole psyche going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I do think DC movies the shot and the cinematography are much better than Marvel movies.
Yeah.
CGI is obviously it's used more in Marvel.
Yeah.
So.
You could say that they're definitely taking a more artistic approach with DC
Right.
in most cases.
Robert Maynard says, in most old Lego instructions, black and gray look exactly the same. Yes. When I was building the VW bus, the red one,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was missing a bag because I saw this huge black looking plate, and I'm like, what the heck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then I go upstairs and I'm like, Mom, I'm thinking missing a bag, and then I go back downstairs and I realize it was gray. Yes.
So Mom came down and she's like, "Oh, it's just gray, sweetie."
Yeah. Exactly.
You got educated.
Marvel Kid, I feel like Marvel is more comedic than DC. Agreed, definitely.
Mm-hmm. More fun.
DC's more serious, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some moments in DC that are funny, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, I think the character setup is just like they're more like bold characters.
Yeah, more lighthearted.
Yeah.
Almost a little bit younger audience approach,
Exactly.
maybe, or more general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. DC's kind of
Mm-hmm.
more set in stone, I guess.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Oh. So tomorrow is a big day for all fans of everything. We were talking about this earlier.
Oh
but
yeah.
You got Obi-Wan.
Yeah. 2 episodes of that.
Exactly. 2 episodes. You've got Stranger Things.
Yes.
And you've got Top Gun.
Oh, I forgot that was tomorrow. Wow.
It's tomorrow. So all on the same day.
That's.
So obviously we're going to do several of those at home when we go home. But if you could only pick one
If I.
for all time, the only one to exist.
Oh, one to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
It's a tough question. We were struggling with it earlier, but
Probably Kenobi.
that's what I said.
Because
yeah.
Stranger Things is good, but it's already 3 seasons have been released, and it's been 2 years since the last one came out.
Yeah.
It's more to watch, but
Exactly.
it's less important than Kenobi, I think.
Kenobi will be pretty groundbreaking, I think. We'll see.
Was there once, says Obi-Wan hands down, so does Henry the Horse as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Obi-Wan seems like it's actually like probably the most anticipated. However, I mean, I'm gonna go watch Top Gun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I want to watch it too.
Pretty good.
I want to watch it, but kill me now, but I haven't seen the first one.
You gotta watch the first one. It's a
do.
classic.
I know.
It's
I've
good.
seen like countless clips of it, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Brickmont Virginia says Ray Liotta from Field of Dreams just died. Didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Forget who he played, but yes, I think I remember hearing about that. But
That's very sad.
Marvel Kid also agrees Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems to be the main consensus.
For sure.
Yeah, it's Stranger Things. I don't think it leaves as much of a legacy as Star Wars does, but it's very, very good show as it is. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? I got a plate. That on top.
Does Mark not know how to build something?
I know how to build something.
What?
Okay, I got it. Took me a moment. It's a little twisted around.
Marvel Kid says, did anyone see the Andor trailer? And then was there once also says a teaser trailer for Andor released today too?
Yes.
Joe. I did not see that yet.
I haven't seen it.
I'll have to watch that when I get home.
I saw it on my recommended as I was at work because I'm doing YouTube stuff, but I did not click it because I was working.
Okay, we got four very good comments here. Dynamic Productions says, I'm actually working on a Lego Top Gun stop motion right now.
Ooh.
That's very interesting. If you can't, I don't know if you've done this yet, but try to do the scene where he's in the cockpit. I saw that for the trailer. For the
Yes,
that would be
that'd be
cool. I'll leave Morgan's for last because that one's cool. Robert Maynard says Obi-Wan is legend. Stranger Things is just fun. Yes.
That's true.
GLG Joe says I watched the OG Top Gun in the theater. Nice.
That's a flex. Yeah.
And then Morgan says in mall voice, all caps, Kenobi. So that would be what would that be?
Kenobi! That was good. You had the anger there. That's awesome.
Grumpy J says, okay, Elena Bricko has created a monster in me. I'm watching this and I'm watching auctions on whatnot.
Yeah, Grumpy J is hooked forever. He was, I think when he first started becoming a regular channel, I was like, I can't do too much, but, and now he's just completely head over heels fan
Good
of Lego. I mean, we got him hooked.
Morgan says, nice job, Grant, thank you. I really appreciate it. I pride myself in my voices.
We've got a sign in our little Lego city out there that says, addicted to Lego, we can make it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's our motto.
Morgan says, Grumpy J is bidding on auctions while we're distracted watching Atlanta Bricko. And Corvette 72 and Was There Once are also doing the same thing as Grumpy J, which is...
Wow.
If you're good at multitasking is just great.
It's good.
It's worth it, man.
For sure.
Definitely.
Let's see. This is...
I need your opinion on the female Ghostbusters movie. What'd you think of it?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I saw the original. And I haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife either. Is it good?
I don't know what y'all think, but Afterlife, it was good, but it was really, over really quickly.
It wasn't long enough.
Yes, it was good, but it was just really, really quick.
Interesting.
I liked what they did. I think the casting was pretty good, but,
Gotcha.
I mean, Finn Wolfhard, love-hate relationship, because he's cool sometimes, but...
Exactly.
It was a good movie overall.
He's a good actor for his age.
Dynamic Production says Afterlife was very good.
Afterlife is good? Okay.
And here comes Joe.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, thank you, Grant. That was awesome.
Yes, for sure. I'll get out of your way, Joe.
Yeah, you're fired.
They do a sassy dance as you sit down.
Ed actually showed up, so
Oh,
Okay.
I put him on it.
Ed's on the case.
Yep.
Good old Ed.
All right, where are we at?
So we were talking about the
Almost
Marvel
done.
shows. Yeah, we're almost getting towards 8 o'clock here. I think we usually round up a little after 8. So
Yeah.
I'm a little ahead of schedule, and I don't know where this went.
Mark.
Maybe it's
And
an
it's
extra.
not even vintage instructions. They actually tell you all the pieces you need in every step.
I might be missing a piece from somewhere, but
Well, there you go. In certified pre-owned sets, you might get more pieces than you need.
yeah, I might have built this wrong, huh? No.
Well, we're gonna take it apart and
Yeah.
double
It'll
check
go
it
back
anyways.
together. I go back in the bags here in a second.
Let's see. Where did we leave off on comments?
I know Angie typically includes the extra pieces as well, if possible.
Okay,
So that could
yeah.
be something from that. So. There we go.
Let's see. I'll scroll back to see if there was anything. That
We were
was-
talking about various Marvel themes. Grant was reading
Okay.
pretty close to where we were at. So.
Let's see. Oh, Robert Maynard had said clutch power about those blue bricks.
Oh, clutch power, yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting. I have to pick up. It was medium blue, I think you said. Let's see. Was there once said I learned about Whatnot from your guys' email, and now I'm obsessed with buying on it. Yeah, there are a lot of Lego sellers on Whatnot.
That
it can
is
be
true.
a little dangerous.
It can be a problem.
Yeah. Let's see. And then Marvel Kid had said, Daniel, are you a Marvel fan? I was not a Marvel fan for a while, but I did finally get into a lot of the Infinity Saga movies.
They're good.
And now I'm kind of more cherry picking with what I get into.
Mm-hmm.
I did watch WandaVision, and I have watched.
I liked WandaVision okay, but
I watched it because I wanted to be prepared for
Doctor Strange.
I watched Moon Knight. I've enjoyed that.
Moon Knight's good.
Still want to watch Loki. That one's on my list.
Loki's very
But
good.
I am getting a little more, choosy with it, with what I
So,
have time to.
Loki is like, I would say Loki is kind of like special in that it's definitely Marvel, but it's definitely like one of the more unique takes on Marvel that I've ever seen. So highly recommended.
Oh, Brickmon VA said Ray Liotta from Field of Dreams just died.
Yes, we were talking about
I
starting a
didn't
lug
know
in
that.
Florida for geology.
Yeah.
Was it geology or somebody else?
Or
it was starting lugs in general.
Yeah, somebody had said that they didn't have a lug group near where they. Yeah, Geology Joe. Not really any lugs where I live. I should start one. But yeah, wow, Ray Liotta passed away. That's unfortunate.
That's pretty well.
And that was not a that's unfortunate in the Joe sense.
Yeah, yeah.
All the time.
That was
That is sad to hear, Rick VA. Batman wears black or very, 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 very dark gray.
exactly.
Let's see. I hope I'm not doubling down on too many comments.
No, you're
Grant
good.
covered. Was there once got an Anubis yesterday for $20? I think that's a good deal.
That's a fantastic deal.
They
Yes.
they're pretty expensive these
Over
days.
60?
Those Ferris Quest
Yeah.
Anubis minifigs.
They're awesome.
Geology Joe's watching this and grading term papers at the same time.
Hey.
Geology Joe was a teacher
That's
or
good.
professor.
Oh yeah.
teacher?
Well, geology.
I knew he
Yeah.
did stuff in geology. I didn't know he was a teacher.
Mhm.
For it. That's interesting.
There we go. All right.
Dynamic Productions said Afterlife was very good. Yep, I said early on that was one that I still really want to see. Grumpy Jan said, Grumpy J said, bye Grant, good job.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Maynard said, yeah, 100% had extra pieces in pre-owned sets from you guys, which is both nice and worrying at the same time.
yeah, exactly.
Makes you go back and check each page.
I got 1x6, a 1x4, and a 1x2. The
Those are
6 is
definitely not
very
your
concerning.
Typical. I think that red one maybe goes. That looks like a
Oh.
gap that's a little too large there.
Maybe.
Although now it looks.
I think I
like
just
it's-
didn't snap it down.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Mystery.
No extra. Well, yeah, it's too late to count how many are supposed to be in there. But,
Yeah, unless you knew how many you used while you were building it.
but a fun
Oh,
set.
Geology Joe, yes, professor. Okay, so he must work at a college or university.
There you go. Professor Geology Joe to you.
Yes, sorry.
It's all good.
Doctor Geology Joe,
There
maybe?
you go. Yeah. I can see. I bet you Geology Joe is actually like Indiana Jones of geology, and he like goes and does all these crazy
That would
adventures.
be great.
And in his free time,
Not
he
the
just
Johnny Thunder?
and Johnny Thunder too. But it's like I could see him totally having that crazy life, and then he just on his free time he just watches our channel because he just needs a little normalcy. Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Was there once that I watched Moon Knight with my dad, and he was so confused by it. I think it's one of those things that you gotta go back and watch a second time.
That's a fast-paced
Once you
show.
figure out, if you didn't know a lot of the details about, I won't spoil too many things.
It's
if
a
you
smart
didn't
show.
understand a lot of it, you may want to go back and watch it a second time.
If you're not catching,
Knowing a lot
you
more.
cannot just like put that on in the background while you're sorting Lego. You need to
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
focus on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's there's some movies that I'm like Pacific Rim, for example. I'll just put on the background and play. But then that was more of a smart show. So, but yeah, I think we're about wrapped
All
up with
finished.
the set.
All
And
right.
We're just at 8 o'clock on my
8
watch.
o'clock?
So
Oh,
almost
almost, yeah. 5 till.
5
I
minutes
was gonna say,
still.
was your watch that fast?
No, not quite.
Geology Thunder, Johnny's cousin. There you go.
Hey, I like
Grumpy,
it.
Crazy Grumpy Kid.
So the
Tell
set.
us about it.
Okay,
Show
so
it
this is a fun set. It has a lot of. I love the chassis. I love the front Cadillac. I love the style of an old Cadillac car. It's just like this huge metal brick, and,
Yeah.
and it's got a great.
The 60s
Front.
Batmobile was very much the same way.
Exactly.
Even in Lego form, that is a boat of a car.
Mhm. Our Lego Masters Toxic Titan was inspired by Cadillac cars and the large wings on the back. So this is really fun. And I haven't seen the newer 2016 Ghostbusters movie, but I will watch it at some point just because, why not? Put it in the background as I'm sorting.
Yep.
But so we got all the characters. I do like the characters. I like the hair pieces. Some very unique hair pieces. I think they were relatively new in this set when it came out. So yeah, a fun build and still relatively affordable at $100 compared to the older, smaller version of this is pretty expensive. It's a couple hundred, right?
Yeah, I think so. So you could still get an Ecto one, and then you know, I don't know what the on-screen differences are, but you could maybe modify this one to look more like the other.
I've seen people do that.
Relatively affordable.
You got all the stickers at least, so those are good. But yeah, fun set.
Are those stickers or the prints?
I think there's stickers. Some of them are.
No, I think
Those are prints.
they're prints.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they're printed on there.
Very cool.
Because whenever there's a lot of them,
They do
the
look.
same like
They
that, I
do
think
look
they
smooth. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably
I think those are printed on there. Yeah.
printed.
It looks way better built than on the box. I want to build mine now, I think, says Robert Maynard. There you go. You get inspired.
There you go, Robert. Next set for you is there anything Ghostbusters coming out or no? Stranger Things. Stranger Things and Ghostbusters have a connection.
Similar, definitely. Marvel Kid said he had listened to the Adventurers podcast today. Oh, I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks.
That was my very first one.
That was our video. That's
Yes.
awesome. So, and we'll do more classic themes coming up because Daniel's a big fan. We've got M-Tron, Classic Ninja, whole bunch of
Galador.
Yes.
The
so,
shocking twist that none of us saw coming, but stay tuned for that.
Yeah, what you see will shock you.
Yes.
Yes.
By
And
some stretch of the imagination.
exactly. No matter what you were expecting, it will shock you. Anyway,
Yes.
But that was the joy of building. I think we're
Yeah.
going to wrap up a little early, but you know, I'm
One more
building.
comment here, and then we'll do our final trivia question. We're going to ask Mark any unusual piece usage in this set.
Yes, there was quite a few. You've got hinge bricks. You've got snot, a lot of snot going on. I think my favorite part use individually is actually in the headlights. So the
Those
headlight bricks being used as headlights.
Yes.
It's a pun.
They're on
and,
their side, though. It's not really the normal headlight side.
It is,
facing
yeah.
Forward,
They're used
making
in it's an NPU. It's a nice part
It is,
usage. So
yes. And then you get those headlights that kind of wrap around the side, too.
exactly. So I think the headlights is my favorite use, but there's some clever work going on in the back too. That door actually works,
There you go.
so it's really fun.
Does not swing up and on an angle like Jeff said.
It works. I mean, for Lego doors generally don't work, so
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
All right, well, I will queue up our final trivia question here. So the fastest fingers win. I think I should put a disclaimer in the front of this one that Stephen maybe should be exempt
Yes.
from answering this question.
And
So
Stephen would know
is,
this.
Stephen is not allowed to answer this question, and you're about to find out why. What is the watch worn by the Ghostbusters in the original Ghostbusters movie? The make and model of the watch that they wear in the original Ghostbusters movie. What is it?
Yeah, Stephen would actually. I think he knows this off the top of his head, just because.
I bet he could say it just like that. I bet he would shout it out. He's probably bursting at the seams right now if he's still watching.
He might be. He
Let's
was a little
see.
tired today, so.
I don't. Oh, there comes one guess. Grumpy J said a Timex C35. I don't believe that's correct. That's not the answer I had. Let's see.
Gotta keep watching the show.
Almost. Dynamic Productions almost had it, but Robert Maynard is the first one to get it on my end. It is the. How do you pronounce it? Seiko M516. It may have been a typo by Dynamic Production because he was missing that one. So I believe Robert Maynard will be our winner with the Seiko M516 voice note.
Fascinating.
And some people maybe have some additional details there with hyphen 4009, but
I think we're gonna
that was
hand it
not
to
what
Robert.
I had written down. So
Yeah.
I will go with Robert.
You gotta
on
get
that
all those numbers with the watches, otherwise you have a different model.
Yeah, so we will say that Robert is the winner of this Ghostbusters Chris Hemsworth slash Kevin with his maybe homemade Ghostbusters uniform.
Yep.
So shoot us an email. You're in contact with us all the time, so
Yes.
reach out to us, and we probably have your shipping information.
Yeah. Robert is a member of our super fans and other memberships, so
Yes.
he will get his prize to him. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun.
Grumpy J said it may not be the right answer, but it's my answer. There you go. Stick to your guns, Grumpy
Yeah,
J.
exactly. There
Well,
you
we
go.
appreciate y'all coming out for sure and joining us for a Joy of Building with Joe and Steven. That's unfortunate. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Hey, I gotta watch. All right.
Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you in other videos all week.
We'll
Or
see the
otherwise
live stream tomorrow. I
you'll
mean,
probably see your regular hosts next week.
We've got
after this
some-
takeover.
yeah, we got some fun Saturday videos coming out too. So stay tuned, guys.
Grant and Vogue and Grant.
Grant and Vogue and Grant and All right. Bye, bye, guys. Good night.
See ya.